fresh off of a remarkable 205-yard rushing performance of the Minnesota Vikings, who desperately needed it. On the Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line is Dalvin Cook back here on the Rich Eisen Show. How you doing, Dalvin?
What's up, Rich?
How are you doing?
Doing good.
I would say so. I'll be honest. I can confirm. This source can confirm you're doing good. I can confirm.
I appreciate it.
How are you feeling today?
I feel good. After that game, you always sore, but I feel good as far as like coming out the game clean and stuff. Yeah, I was good.
Well, I mean, my God. All right. So let me, because I know you, I'm sure, don't want to talk about injuries and things like that. Players don't want to talk about injuries, but you were carted off the field 11 days before your 200-yard performance. Did you, how hurt are you? How banged up are you, Dalvin?
It is what they said is. All the reports that they say. I tore my labrum in that San Fran game, but yeah, that's it. But I've been working extremely hard. Me and my trainers and the strength and conditioning coaches. The coaches been making sure they monitor my workload and practice and stuff. So I've been good. I just been grinding. Getting my shoulder back stronger.
And so did you wear something in particular last night to harness it to prevent any serious injury from happening, Dalvin?
Yeah, I wore that same harness 2 years ago when we played against New Orleans in the playoff game. So yeah, I wore a harness that kind of not put myself in a position to let it happen again, and kind of keep me in a stable position.
Well, you had a huge game against the New Orleans Saints in that game as well. You going to keep the harness even if you might not need it? I mean, if you're superstitious like that sort of thing, Dalvin?
I wouldn't say I'm superstitious, but just going by the protocol, just making sure I take care of myself. So I got to keep it on.
Okay.
Just keep doing what I do. Just sticking to it.
So were you feeling good in the morning, and then that was part of it? I mean, how did you get ready for yesterday's game to get out there on the field with a torn labrum? Because you have two of them too, right, Dalvin? You have two of them. You have one in the other shoulder too, correct?
No, I don't.
Okay, you don't. All right, so you've got one in the shoulder that you tore, and so how did you get ready? Walk me through your Thursday.
I was feeling pretty good all week though. Like when they went to play against Detroit, I kind of went through my normal routine of doing treatment, because the trainers and stuff went to the game. So I was at home and I had the stuff I needed to do treatment. So I kind of did treatment and I felt good, coming into Monday. And then I just told the trainers, I seen Doc, he looked at me, he checked me out, put me through some motions. I was comfortable with the stuff that he did and put my shoulder in the positions. So I was like, next thing is test if it's strong enough to go out there and compete, at a high level. And I was able to move around weights and do the things that I do, and that was kind of the deciding factor of me going out there and being safe on the football field.
And then you start running like you did. When was right before the first snap? Is that in the back of your head, or you're like, I'm free, I'm ready to go? How does that work for somebody in your position? Dalvin?
Yeah, I know I put the work in. I know I put the work in, to go out there and just, I played the game with no regret. That injuries and stuff come with the game. So, I won't put myself in harm's way. And if it, whatever happens, I just live with it and just, regroup.
I'll just say it's screwed. You're on my fantasy team. Way to go, man. Way to go, Dalvin Cook. That was fantastic. That was just all of it. I know that's a very unprofessional thing for me to say. Are you hearing from people?
It's all good, Rick.
Are you hearing from people about that very subject matter today, Dalvin? Have you heard about that from people?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm not the first. That makes me feel better. But that was it's unbelievable.
Tell them the whole story, Rich.
Well, I mean,
tell them the whole story. Tell Mr. Dalvin the whole story.
Well, Dalvin, we had a big debate about this yesterday.
Well, I mean, do we play you in fantasy? And because I just didn't want to see you come in and out of the game and all that sort of business.
I feel you.
You understand, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because it's not about us. And that's the proper word. It's not me and you. It's an us thing. It's not. Nothing's going to come between the two of us, Dalvin. But I was concerned, and then I saw you get 24 yards in that first series that wound up with no points, and then, oh my gosh, 30-yard carries here and there. Did you know when you hit the locker room that you had a $153 and change? Were you aware of the numbers as you were racking them up?
No, I wasn't. When it popped up on the screen, like I seen it like when everybody else seen it. Like it popped up on the screen and I seen it like everybody else.
And then you're like, okay, all right. And then you went for 200 and you got it.
Then my O-line, they weren't gonna let me fall short of that 200. Like they was pushing for it.
Okay, good, because there's a 5-point bonus for me in my league. Again, I'd like to keep bringing it back to me for that.
This guy.
But all I know is you put me in a rocking chair on Sunday, man, and I greatly appreciate that for this week 14. Almost as much as you calling into the show, which I greatly appreciate as well, Dalvin. So thanks again.
Anytime.
I really appreciate it. Anything else that if you need ice, if you need anything else, just you let me know and I'll make sure you get it. Okay.
Appreciate it, Rich.
All right. Take care, Dalvin. Thanks for the call. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.